Ohio gozaimasu, minasan. Here we are. Say hello to the people, Mason.
Hello, my name is Mason. I'm playing the top screen in this video.
I will be playing the bottom screen. We're playing Halo CE co-op, and we're doing it on easy, speedrun.
On the Master Chief Collection.
So this is a post-commentary that we're putting on it. It was too hard to commentate while we were playing. But we're third place, I guess. Third place of 3 people.
Yeah.
Or 6 people.
3 teams, 6 people.
Yeah, we'll put the links to these places, speedruns.com, haloruns.com.
Whatever it is.
Just a bunch of links to some cool shit that we're talking about. But with that said, I think we're just going to jump right into this.
Hit the start.
So we're watching the video of what we played the other day. What was our total time again?
Our total time was 1 hour 32 minutes and like 6 seconds or something like that with the load times taken out.
Yes.
So the final time ends up being like 1 hour and 34 minutes and some odd seconds. So yeah, that's
not bad.
Kind of it.
So the timer starts when the black bars start to fade out there. And then, so we found out that this guy, you can actually block him. That's why you were standing so far back there.
Our previous run, we'd blocked him, and then he just stood in the doorway, and I couldn't get out. And
it was pretty funny. So you were just fucked.
I was like, "Fuck this! I'm taking the the safety strat here."
Now there's a way to make this upcoming cutscene not work. But you were saying you think you have to like not touch anybody or walls or something?
Yeah, I think you have to just not touch anybody or walls, and neither of us can. And as you saw there, I ran into that dude a couple times, ran into another guy. He just ran into a dude on the bottom screen in the red.
Right.
So
like you run here and then you run straight back. I've gotten it once to work, but we didn't really read up how to do it. We also don't think it matters for us on co-op, to be honest. Unless it makes this cutscene shorter or something. Then it would matter.
Because we end up walking out of this room and pulling out our pistols, taking 3 shots, killing all 3 grunts really fast. If he misses any, I'm behind him.
Well, I usually do the 2 on the right, and then you get the other guy.
So there's like no downtime. There's nothing here. So.
We didn't stop moving, and the door opens immediately, so it doesn't seem to save us anything.
Yeah, and so we can just go to the left and keep running through. These elites like to just pop out and, cock block you.
Now, what's your strat on this map? It's follow the health packs?
If there's med packs by the wall, you follow it, and that's the right way to go.
Usually.
And it's pretty good for the most part.
So, yeah, it tends to work. Now, we're not the fastest at this.
Yeah.
But the reason why we're doing this is because there is no good co-op instructions or anything for the game. Usually, you'll find a guy playing through, and it'll only show his screen, and you can't really hear his teammate, and you have no idea who's doing what. So when we started running this, we watched a couple co-op runs on the website and stuff, but we couldn't learn anything. We're like, what the hell are we supposed to do, man?
What does player 2 do? Like, we would see him run away, wouldn't even see him for an entire mission. Like, if you were just watching the bottom screen, Joel's screen right now, you wouldn't even know I was there unless you looked at the radar, and that could just be any random Marine anywhere.
Right.
So it's just like...
We had no idea. Just because the one dude we were watching was in front most of the time and doing a lot of the tricks. We've also been doing a lot of testing even since this recording for this one, and we're trying to find lots of cool co-op strats. And
we found one that's pretty intense. We didn't do it in this run.
No, we did not. Right here, you fucked this grenade
jump. Yeah, I completely
up.
screwed up this grenade jump.
But tell them why.
So...
that one jumped too soon. But
yeah, I jumped too soon. But in the one prior to this, where we got our hour and 58 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, first off, I'll just say I kill myself here because it takes way too long for me to catch up to Joel, and the cutscenes and all like the dialogue has to go through up here, and I spawn in faster than if I could run after him.
So yeah, if we fuck up the jump or someone doesn't make that jump, we've got to take the time to. You're just way too far behind here.
Yeah.
And Cortana will not open this door coming up here until both people have crossed halfway through this room. So that's why he had to kill himself.
But if you go over those stairs, there's a little bit of time where you're going up over that, where it's like just a normal ramp or a slope. As you run up it, you have too much momentum and it puts you into the air.
Yeah, but like it's a tiny bit. That happens a lot in this game where if you run over tiny little bumps or geometry, it will like kick your character up, and it's just a nightmare.
Yeah, it's just a tiny little bit, and you can't jump, you can't do anything during that time except for like,
so here's the med pack on the wall.
Yeah, med pack wall, good. And it's important in this mission and on the mod at the very end, when we're walking through those tiny tunnels, when someone gets checkpointed, it'll usually put them in front of you.
Yeah, sometimes. In the tiny tunnels, it definitely does that
in the
a lot.
tiny tunnels, it's really bad. And sometimes you can get that door to stay open, but yeah. But when you're in the tunnels, it completely stops your movement. You can't get around. Like right there, he was behind me.
You went the wrong way there. Yeah. I think I went the right way.
Well, I went the wrong way because you know where to go there. That's your little special area.
It is.
And I've always messed that up every single time. I cannot remember just to go left.
So this is the end. We're not very good at this part. You got to kill every single one of these enemies, and the little grunts in the very back have to die too.
Yeah.
And then you have to run up to this room right here, and then you mission done.
Dip in and.
We didn't skip that cutscene fast enough. We lost like a second there.
And up here on our timer, we actually didn't, or when we first recorded the other one, our time was we hit the timer before the load screen happened.
Yeah.
And so this one's that's just the load screen time, that plus 10 up at the top left. So we did it pretty much. I think we did it faster.
Yeah, we did do it faster. By like it says plus time.
Yeah. So.
Chief, can you hear me?
And yeah, that was Pillar of Autumn. Done okay.
Done all right. So this map, we still say fuck it. There's a jump that you can do on a rock to the right here. It skips loading in enemies. It's really useful on legendary runs because you don't load in like the Banshee and a bunch of enemies. But we're really bad at doing that jump for some reason. It's just like doesn't make sense to us.
The grenades just don't go to where we want them to go. It doesn't let us jump. And like, when we have gotten it, I've killed myself or, you know.
Yeah, it's just a nightmare.
Missed,
so we skip it.
We take the little time loss here, run around. If it's even a time loss, we did it once, and I was able to get up, and Joel made it like
right behind
where
you.
he is now.
Yeah.
To where I was, so like the time saves like 2 or 3 seconds. But on legendary, it'd make way more sense because she'd be fucking dead right now.
Yeah, with a Banshee flying around shooting you and shit. So coming up, we're gonna have a dropship skip thingy that you can do. we did it once today in our practice.
Yeah.
But you just gotta kill stuff really fucking fast. It's crazy, because we've tried it so many times and we just never get it.
Yeah.
And I think it's just because we don't kill the stuff fast enough. Like it's really easy to stand too close to the dropship, and then it doesn't land. It just floats there. And if it floats for even any amount of time, you've already missed the dropship skip.
It doesn't make any sense. It's usually like the third dropship that we get where it's really hard to like.
Yeah.
The one where the skip happens is the one that's like the hardest for us to keep.
Well, going. get him to land even is just hard.
Just getting it to land. And then also here we're gonna kill all the Marines because it's faster.
Yeah.
Same thing as single player strats.
So apparently they have dialogue, so you can skip dialogue, but also I think you have to kill every single person here to get the dropship skip to actually work. And if you watch us, like I'm really bad at hitting these guys because the game has a pretty.
Dude, you did it there.
I did it really good this time, but all the other times I'm shit at it because they're friendlies. The game doesn't lock onto them at all, and there is a decent amount of auto aim in this game. So when you don't have that, when you're used to having it, it just makes it impossible to hit dudes because you have to get used to the camera locking onto enemies. So you kind of flick, and you're used to it just like snapping onto them. So there's skill to it, having the snap on, but it just fucks up your whole like aiming system when you're shooting those stupid Marines.
Yeah, and then here we just stay as close to this wall as possible because this dropship we tend to get stuck on a lot as well.
Yeah, because if you're standing under it, it won't land, and if that happens, you're just screwed.
Yeah, and then I threw my grenade way too early there.
I think what you have to do, honestly, is once you kill this one, like you have to kill these really fast and you have to kill this next one really fast. I don't think the first one matters. I think these two matter because we were watching a segmented run and they were talking about this trick, saying they think what's happening is there's 2 dropships loaded on the map, and so it won't load the 4th dropship that it's supposed to load, and then it skips to the 5th one.
Yes.
Because the other one gets off screen, but it's flying for a long time. So I think you just got to kill stuff really quick.
And this time we did get the dropship to drop down pretty fast, but it's also fairly important to start shooting those grunts on the side that I was shooting on the top screen.
Yeah. The problem is that Elite got away.
Yeah.
If the Elite hadn't got away, we might have got the skip.
Elite like phased through the middle of the ship and just walked around. And they tend to do that for some reason. I don't know why. But here's the 4th dropship.
If you saw my screen back there, I looked up, and if you see a dropship flying over you after you do the one we just did, that means you didn't get the skip.
Yeah. But other than that,
this would probably save us like 40 seconds just because we're kind of slow at doing things. But I think if you're like highly optimized, they're saying it was like a 20-25 second save.
Just depending on what enemies get dropped where, because it is still kind of random on which enemies are where.
If we did it right, that ship that we just killed wouldn't have landed. This one would have landed right away. So obviously that's such a good amount of time.
Wasn't watching the time. When
I wasn't
happened,
either. Who gives a shit?
And my controller disconnected.
Yeah.
We don't know why. It might be because our Xbox is in a different room when we're playing this.
Yeah. It's like through a wall, but it's not that far away.
Yeah, I mean, it might be that, it might not. It might have been my batteries, because the controller I was using at the time does not have a back to the pack.
And you like to spin the batteries around with
I
your
like to
fingers.
sit there when I'm not doing anything. I just spin the batteries in the back, but my controller didn't turn off, so that was
You're a
one
man
part of
living
it.
on the edge. You give no shits.
Speedrun, fuck it.
I think
Yeah.
here I was up here for too long or
Yeah,
something.
you were up there for a while, but it doesn't matter. Like,
the ship, it has to spin all the way around the stupid installation before it comes down.
and then it comes down, and I think I stood underneath it.
Yeah, I think you did. We've tried to like blow up the thing off of it. I don't think it works.
Yeah,
If it did, they would be doing it.
Oh no, I think I'd jump up and try and get it.
Oh,
and then-
right. I was hoping it was gonna smash you.
Yeah.
That's what I was hoping for.
And then right over this mountain, there's a rock.
There's a rock, so be
And
careful with that.
Every time I've gone out here, except for this run, I have gotten either super close to hitting that rock or just smashed square into it. So
Like flipping us over. We're gonna change the graphics in here.
I don't think we do it in this run.
I think we do it, but we do it at a shitty time.
Yeah, okay,
Or I
yeah.
probably do it at a shitty time.
One of us does. It
Because
doesn't.
yeah,
right there. So
And then you like got super like, oh no, what's happening?
yeah, it's super jarring when you don't know what's going to happen. When you're when you're talking about it, it's still jarring, but it's not as bad. And I screw up here in a second at the little turn here, and I don't have enough momentum. Working on this one still. I've done it once properly.
So now there's a reason why I first of all, I prefer the old style graphics. I think they're better and
Better
I like
frame
them. And two, like you just said, the frame rate drops because we're playing split screen. If we were playing split screen, it would probably be fine.
Yeah.
But it does lag us when we have the better graphics on. So now up here, there's a little bump you can do where if he jumps out in just the right time when he spins right here, the Warthog will bump him up onto the thing. And he kind of did it there, but not really.
Yeah,
He got up pretty quick there. So he just jumps on the hog, goes, and then I drive off. We actually learned that I can start driving across this before the bridge even shows up.
There's no bridge. Those two front black squares, that's where the actual end of the bridge is.
Yes.
And so once they finish, it'll light up. But before then, it's there.
Yeah.
And so now we go back, and now,
Yeah.
as you know, obviously it's looking a lot better. It's not eye cancer here.
Yeah. I just love it. Another thing we learned too is when you're switching the graphics, it seems like the first time you switch the graphics, it does that 1 second little hitch.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, it'll switch back and forth pretty
Yeah, we can sit here
seamlessly.
and just tap the button all we want.
So right now, Mason doesn't have much to do because we're going to load him.
Right here.
So now he's loaded. I'm going to stop, let him get in. He got in the side. I think you jumped out. Oh,
Yeah,
he got in.
well, I jumped in,
There you
and I
go.
was confused because in Halo 2 and 3, when you hop into the side, it goes to a third-person view.
Yeah.
And so I thought I hadn't actually jumped in, like you had turned and it would have it messed up somehow. So I was like, oh shit, what happened?
I think I roll the Warthog here, don't I?
No, I thought that was at the end. It might be here. I don't know.
No, we're good. Somewhere I roll it.
Yeah, you roll a Warthog at some point. I mean, I do it a bunch of times too.
The Warthog's so hard to drive. You just gotta get used to it and be nice.
It's not fun.
So right here, this was one of the big spots where we're like, what is the other player supposed to do? I did this pretty good.
Hey, bud.
Now
Bye, bud.
I get rid of my pistol instead of my assault rifle because I'm really bad at hitting the Marines with the pistol. I've learned, so just because of that, I get the assault rifle. It's probably better to have the pistol and actually be good at shooting it. So what's happening is I'm going to the right here, and then Mason's going to the left one, and he's going to kill all the Marines there, and I'm going to kill all my Marines here, and then we're going to meet up at the third spot, because if you kill the Marines, then you don't have to do the rest of the section because they're all dead, and they're not going to try and pick them up.
Yeah.
So that was a pretty good shot.
Good headshot, dude.
I scoped in again because I wanted to maybe see somebody. We also learned there's another way out of this place, but
Yeah, on Joel's screen on the bottom, there's another way out, but he doesn't know about it right now. So
yeah,
so I just go in here, toss a couple grenades.
I grenaded the
whatever.
shit out of these guys. Yeah, don't mind my terrible shooting.
Doesn't matter. I just beat the hell out of that guy and I walk out. And it's really important if you're doing this to just ignore Cortana, because as you leave these areas, she'll say, "What are you doing? You're leaving him there." I kind of get lost here for a second and run out the side. Don't know why.
Oh, you ran out the other way.
Yeah. But yeah, she'll yell at you saying, like, "What are you doing? There's still Marines in the area."
And then she'll go, "Oh, they're all dead."
Yeah.
We thought we could use that as an audio cue, like, "Oh, they're all dead," but like it's not good.
Yeah.
You just gotta hope that you killed everybody there and then go on.
But I mean, it's the second mission in the run, so you can just start over.
Mm-hmm.
And we also noticed that with him taking this longer route, when he takes a shorter one, it might be better for me to kill myself and spawn in on you.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
as of right now, we kind of get to the area around the same point. Like, you'll get up in here, you'll get up to the back, you'll start killing shit, and I'll just come up around this side and start killing stuff. So.
Yeah. But we might be killing you off just to get you back here sooner.
Yeah.
And it's like these guys aren't mad at us, but I think that's because I killed most of the ones in the other area with grenades.
Yeah. The grenades seem to not make them as mad.
No, I think the grenades don't make them mad at all because it could have been an accident. Like, so they just don't register the hate for them if you kill them with grenades.
But it's really important because if they have to be in line of sight to get mad at you.
Yes, they have to see you kill another Marine for it to count. That'll become important later.
Yeah, later it'll be a thing, and then this dropship just kind of spawns in as you kill enemies. So
I had trouble killing this little bastard.
yeah, I can see that sniper rifle melee attack is.
It's way slower than all the rest of the guns.
Like, it doesn't hit for a good couple minutes.
Yeah.
And then Joel's just watching for that. The
tree ate my sniper shot
the
there.
trees are very bad in this game. Like, you would think, oh, maybe I can shoot through this tree because, like, there's
Absolutely
leaves and
not.
shit. There's nothing you can do about it. You throw a grenade, it's hitting the tree.
You can see through it, but you cannot shoot through a lot of the area around the trees.
Yeah. And
So
then
now it's pretty much done, right?
yeah. Is this the one where we threw grenades and had a contest to see who could throw them or throw them into the thing? No, that was the run before.
I think that was the run before.
Yeah, so we just sat here and that's all you can do is just wait for the pelican to come down.
So we're actually gonna save time from our last one. We could have lined this up a little better.
Yeah.
So I think we could finish this mission at about 15 minutes. I think that'd be
we
pretty
could probably
legit.
save a good minute here.
There's our ride.
But there it is.
Yeah,
the Halo's done.
Halo.
Feels
Yeah.
good.
And I think that
We
talked about
didn't
everything,
skip the cutscene. We got better at skipping cutscenes later.
Cutscenes, yeah, we get better throughout the run because we kind of forget at the beginning.
What we do is we spam the change weapon button.
Yeah.
That works.
And it's really important. The ones when you're in the pelican, you can't usually skip.
Yeah, we try it anyway.
So like this one here, we can't skip.
There's a couple of them you can't skip.
Yeah. And now that we're on Truth and Reconciliation, we can talk about how, it used to be 4,000 shades
Of
or
dark.
50 shades of dark.
Like right now on the screen, how you guys can see everything, we could not see.
Like, look at the top of the sniper
anything.
rifle.
Yeah.
That's how dark every wall was.
Yes, like we couldn't see anything. Even zoomed in with the night vision on, it was
black.
dark. The reason for that is the Xbox One has color settings that we found actually.
Joel found, not me.
Yeah, I found them just messing around because I was getting tired of the game being so dark. And there's something called PC RGB and then standard. Those are the two options at least we had. And we were on PC RGB, and that made this game hella fucking dark. So if you're having trouble with colors being too dark and shit, you might want to try it. Look in that in your settings wherever in the Xbox One.
Yep.
Because that saved us.
Shit so much easier. Like,
when we did this the first time through, we were just like, man, I can't see shit.
and I got that guy that time. Like, usually I shoot like 4 or 5 shots at him, and I'm like, I can't even get him. Forget it. I'll just run past.
You should double shot them.
Yeah, dude.
I guess I did.
You did good right there. And then that first rock you jump on, really easy. Just run up it. This rock's
a dick.
Particularly hard for Joel. Usually I can get it first try.
Mm-hmm.
Like right here, he missed it. It's not really like a
Yeah, I miss it a bunch.
hard trick, but it's just a crouch jump that you got to get down. Like,
the jumping in this game compared to the other games is very, I guess they're all kind of pretty floaty, but this game specifically, you get no grace period. Like once you have jumped, you're gonna go wherever your character is gonna go.
Yep.
And that's it. And like if your character is in the air at all at any point, your jump will not work, like we mentioned before.
yeah.
So it can make jumping kind of hard if you don't do it just right.
Yeah, and that ramp back there that I was running up on the top screen with, you do have to jump up it. There's like a really small spot that you can walk up, but if you don't, you just get stuck.
Now this is something we need to practice, but
yeah.
I actually did really good this time, I think, on this
You
one.
do really well, yeah. Because like you just start shooting them.
I was like trying to look up. I can't look down fast enough.
Yeah.
Like there, I was able to do it, but It's rough. So
I turned around and started helping you out with it too.
shit. So I hit myself there. I really fucked it up, and you have to kill all of them but 2. Is that it?
All but 2 on this. When there's 2 enemies left, they will come, or they will start dropping again.
Yeah. So I'm just chucking grenades constantly.
Yeah. And on easy, there's 4 waves.
Yes.
So.
And now hunters are gonna come down. We have a couple seconds.
I don't think we kill them very easily here. Like we kind of just dick off for a minute. Yeah, like we just hit their armor a bunch of times.
Yeah.
And
you can kill them really quick here if you're a good enough shot.
Yeah.
We are not.
We are not right now.
Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't.
Yeah. We've gotten better since now. Like we've practiced another like 6 hours worth.
Right.
Just about. Joel another like extra 4 or 5 hours, just random other shit.
Yeah, it's true.
And then this room, we try and kill one Marine, and you can just kind of guess which Marine, because he says dialogue and it speeds up.
The wave starting. But we just go ahead and kill all of them.
Yeah, there's no.
It doesn't matter for us because we're on easy. If you're on legendary, they would annihilate you.
Annihilate you.
So it's not recommended. But like on legendary, you have to just kind of guess and hope you kill the right guy who's actually talking, because it's kind of random which one's talking. But we just kill everybody.
Yeah, and this door that I'm at right now, I need to keep open.
Yes.
Because it's the door we'll be exiting out of later, and this door to the left of my screen is going to open with hunters in it in a minute. So Joel's just going to run around and take care of all these guys.
Yep.
I kind of just wait.
Yeah, he just chills, lets it stay open.
I
He
can
snipes whatever happens.
I mean, I miss there, and Joel's just fucking a monster, so, you know, he's just going to kill everything before I can. So,
you got to hit first time or you're fucked.
Yeah. So Joel's got most of this down, and I don't have to do much.
Those little bastards come running through there.
But the next area...
So now we got the checkpoint. That means these guys are going to come through. We think it might actually be faster just to kill both of those guys.
But we haven't really
tried it yet.
So
like I just run down to the bottom here because sometimes Cortana's like, oh, we got to go a different way. And then grunts open this door for you. So you were in a door that would have normally been closed. And so you just got a little bit further ahead of us there.
And then down here in this area, you can throw a grenade over here. Sometimes there's a grunt like that one would be there. If I was to throw a grenade down, he might jump towards this door over here. I tried to get him to. Couldn't.
Yeah, if he jumps towards the door, and the way this game works is enemies have permission to open doors, but you don't. Yeah. So if you get an enemy close enough to the door, like this guy,
and we can piss him off.
If you enrage him, once he gets close enough, the door opens. So now we can just run. And I actually caught up there.
Yeah, you did catch up because I did that really slow, but I've got.
It was still faster. You don't have to clear that whole room out, which is what you would normally have to do.
Oh yeah.
There is the slowest strats are I think some grunts run out of the door eventually. So, but
one of those doors opens
ideally, you want to kind of coax some enemies over to the door to open it up for you.
Yeah, so you can get through there really easily just by playing it, and like you get one wave down, you can get over there real quick and hang out by those doors.
Now we found out a really cool strat for this one that's co-op only, sort of.
Well, it's based off of the single-player strat.
But we modified it to make this way more interesting and fun. But this is our baby.
Original.
This is like super baby strats.
Yeah.
There's a way to do a grenade jump up that way, and we're like, man, that's kind of fucking difficult. We'll practice it later. So we learned how to do this. He gets the overshield. Grenades me, comes up, he's got to go res me.
Unfortunately, I get shot while I'm going up there and I lose a bar of health, so I have to have Joel kill me, then I kill Joel here in a second to get the grenades back. Because I'm just a little better at this next jump that is a kind of pain in the dick.
It is kind of a pain in the dick. And hopefully we're just going to skip it altogether.
From now on, hopefully it's gone. Because
this took us like a minute 15 in this room. It should really only take you like 30 seconds to get out of here.
This little pillar here, it's got a really small area that you can walk on.
Yeah, right on the edge of it.
Yeah, and so you have to just kind of go balls deep on the jump. I missed this jump here, I think.
Nope,
oh, no, I got it. Okay, yeah, so I missed the time before that then.
So I'm just going to chill. He's going to load me eventually here.
Yeah, and this just skips like 80% of the mission.
It skips a lot of this mission, and it's really useful. We kind of get lost going through here. Like you turn because we were thinking maybe turn, and then you're not. You just come straight to this room that I went to. We kill all the dudes here, and then I think we just run straight through that door.
Yeah, there's actually a group of jackals and grunts that spawns behind us right here in that door.
Yeah.
That you have to kill off. And it might just be the one guy, but you have to kill him.
Yeah.
To get to the next room. And then here, I think Joel runs into the wrong room. I go to the right way, whatever. It's just
practice, really.
Yeah, just running.
This is our, by the way, this is our third like full run that we have done. To completion. We did a lot of practicing in between, just like specific tricks that were really difficult. But until we do a lot of like just full runs, start to end, over and over and over again, it's going to take us a little bit to get these like directions down everywhere.
Yeah.
So it is common for us to be like, wait, is it this way? Oh, shit. So like we'll lose a couple seconds here and there.
Yeah.
But this is the right way.
So we do end up going the right way. And then up here, we're going to piss off all of our little friends in these little rooms here. The little cubicles, the prison cells, whatever's. And Joel, I think, just runs off, and it's my job to piss him off.
Right. It's easier this way.
Yeah.
You can come in here sometimes before the cutscene starts and pick up some ammo.
Yeah, I get my health and ammo there.
So Captain Key's there. That's the guy we need to piss off. So explain how to piss him off. I just run off because I don't want to deal with that.
So he just runs off. I'm killing these Marines, trying to get him in line of sight, and I'm fucking up. I'm missing. Joel just keeps running. I kill this last guy, and luckily I get Keys pissed off enough at me.
Yeah, Keys has to be looking at you and see you kill Marines to get angry.
And he has to be mad when Joel gets to this next spot. Yeah. Otherwise, there's no point in it.
In one of my runs, I actually killed him as the cutscene started. Like, that was so
we were
lucky.
Finishing it, and he turned around, shot Keys in the face, and it's like, oh, Keys died. You failed the mission.
And then the cutscene started and went us to the next mission.
Yeah.
And didn't give a shit. It was so funny.
It was fucking fantastic.
It was lucky because we were just guessing when we were doing that run. Like, do we do this? Do we do that? I don't fucking know.
But he'll talk for 40 seconds and be like, hey, we need to go down into this area and do this and that. But because we skipped that whole entire hangar area earlier...
I think if you don't piss him off, you have to keep playing the mission too.
Yeah, you do.
So if he is not pissed off, this skip will not happen. So you have to make sure he's red and angry. So I don't think... How does this... Yeah, it's just timed. So right there, we're done. Mission's done.
So mission done, and we're already, minus whatever.
Yeah, we'll find out at the end of this is minus like 10 minutes or something. Well, not 10 minutes.
No, it's like minus 7 minutes. Minus 5, yeah. 5:30, that's good.
5:30. Well done. Now this next mission.
This is my mission. This is my little baby.
Yeah, we're gonna save a lot of time here too.
Yes, we do. We did work a lot on this mission in between our first run and this run.
Yeah. In the second run, we got it a little quicker than...
The second run...
The one you see, the 158.34.
Yeah.
Which is really like 156 something.
Yeah, it's 156 something.
So there's about 2 minutes of load times
per
in this game.
Yeah, it's 2 minutes to... Like, it's a minute 30 to 2 minutes-ish.
Depending on how fast each level loads.
Yeah.
So normally you go to the right there on this mission. We don't give a shit about that. We go straight left.
Fuck the mission.
We're skipping most of this level, so...
And we're gonna perform a trick up here after like what, 3 or 4 tries?
Yeah, I think it's try number 4. It's called the Warthog Bump. If you need to look it up.
Warthog Fling is what it's
called.
Warthog
Fling.
We call it the Warthog Bump because
everything's a bump in this game.
Yeah, Flood Bumps, Warthog Bump.
Yeah.
Joel Bump, whatever.
Pony strats. We'll get to all of it.
But I'm gonna drive a Warthog up into this next area, and just try to get through the door that locks that you can't get through usually, and it breaks the whole entire mission.
Some of the things we're doing will only work in co-op, by the way.
Yes.
But not very many. Most of these work, and there's plenty of videos for solo strats and stuff on this game.
Well, this will work in solo, and you're supposed to do this in solo, but what we're going to do, and you fuck up that grenade nice and...
I'm sorry, man.
Just get in.
So we've been having a lot of problems on this freaking map where it doesn't checkpoint us. Like checkpoints in this game don't fucking work sometimes. Like
so
you're supposed to checkpoint when we drive through here.
Yeah, we're supposed to get a checkpoint like here, but I think I cut this corner too close and I missed the zone to checkpoint, so we don't even get the checkpoint there.
We don't know if you have to like go a little wider through there or
slower, or
because like you can get checkpoints here, you can get checkpoints all over the place, and we're just not getting them.
Checkpoints in this next hallway here where
which is super nice if you get it.
The best area to get it is this next hallway. As I come down here and make a left, you can get a checkpoint here, but you have to like slow down at the end and not have enemies near you, apparently. We're not sure what, but
they say no enemies, but I'll come up and kill all the enemies and we still don't get any checkpoints.
So here's where the bump happens, and I'm gonna turn. He has to kill himself, otherwise he can't get back here, and I missed it.
Yeah, right there. So the idea is that he's gonna fling himself out and turn the Warthog at the right spots. You explain where to do it though. I don't know how to do this trick.
Yeah, it's so first off, you're kind of invincible when you come out of the Warthog.
Right.
So that's why this works. I think I kill myself this next time through and just smash myself against a wall.
Well, when you get in and out of vehicles, you're immune to damage for like a second.
Yeah. Oh, and right here, we're just seeing if Joel's running, we can get the checkpoint, and we end up getting the checkpoint here.
There it is. See the checkpoint. That's where we were supposed to get it, but we weren't sure why we didn't get it the first time, so we had to go all the way back to the other checkpoint that sometimes you don't get. Sometimes you go all the way back to the first Pelican.
Yes.
There's like 3 or 4 checkpoints, and we missed all of them almost. Yeah. It's ridiculous.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
But as you come down here, you're supposed to get your wheel up on this wall, and you can come down nice and fast.
Yeah, that was really good there.
But that corner there will just
yeah,
ruin everything. You kind of want to miss that, but
he's just too slow because he hit that corner at the end.
About how, like, right when your wheels are starting to, your back wheels are starting to get off the ramp, like right before that, it's kind of hard to kind of get used to, and I get stuck back here for a second, but
you just gotta practice it.
Yeah,
until you get it.
Like halfway when the Warhog's on both the ramp and the floor, and there's a line halfway between you from where you are, like at the bottom of the ramp. That's when you kind of start to do the turn. But
what do?
You have to be to the left enough. I hit the microphone. You have to be to the left enough as you come down the next ramp, so you can go through the door. But you can't be too far left, otherwise you just smash yourself against a wall.
Yeah.
You can't be too far right. You smash yourself against a wall, or you get stuck. So like right here, I kind of slowed down, took it over, got over, smashed myself.
Yep.
So that time I was way too far to the right.
Too much turn. And you'll notice I'm grenading myself before I go in. You cannot kill yourself beforehand, because he'll spawn you down that little hallway he's trying to wiggle down.
When I teleport him down.
So you wanna when he loads me, I have to kill myself, but don't run up that hill because you will spawn him out of the hog.
I will get out of the hog,
and it'll fuck everything up. So don't do that. Just kill yourself.
The doors immediately, and
it's important you do kill yourself here, or else you won't be able to spawn in with him.
Yes.
And we need you in there. One time you came down this backwards, and we got the checkpoint.
Like it took me 2 minutes to roll down there. We were just dicking around.
Yeah.
And,
there it is.
No, it's the 5th try we did it.
It is the 5th try.
I thought it was the 4th.
I did too. I guess we did a little slower than we thought.
Doesn't matter.
And the fact that we checkpointed so back, so we got some decent time to save here. Actually,
we got
like
some
3-4 minutes.
Oh yeah, good time to save here.
That's good to know.
But yeah, this is all it is. It's just driving in here, doing it better every time. But there's
a lot of videos that go way more in depth, like how to do this kind of thing.
They tell you things, and we haven't really made.
Some of the things don't seem very true. There it is.
Yeah, there I make it through. You beat the shit out of this elite. He's completely harmless, won't do anything to you. And then I run Joel all over to that back half because there's a cutscene over in that doorway he's looking at.
Yeah.
And we don't want that to trigger at all until we get to the end of this.
We've found that if I stand near it, sometimes it just breaks.
Yeah.
And it won't teleport me up, so instead we just safely stand in the back here.
And we're not really sure why it does that.
No. But we know that it works when I stand in this other corner, beforehand instead.
And I'm falling here, and I'm gonna try and grab this overshield, but I end up bouncing off that, which is the like the single player strat is to bounce off that and grab it. And I don't know how I did it, but I did. Usually there's a grunt down here. I'm checking for him. We don't know if killing these elites is necessary, but I do it anyway just in case.
We heard it is. We need to practice this and see if we can just start it without anything.
But so Joel's gonna walk forward. He's gonna hit that, and the second the screen turns white, I hit B and BX, whatever your activate button is.
Yeah.
And I start this cutscene, and it breaks it. And my theory on why this happens is because both cutscenes are running, but this cutscene, the shafted one that he's kicking that rock off, is 5-10 seconds longer, whatever this whole time is where we're waiting.
Yes.
And so once that ends, it puts us where we're supposed to be.
Now, we're not 100% sure, but we think you might have to watch that cutscene.
Yeah.
Instead of skipping it, because we did skip it a couple times and it didn't teleport us up.
But also we didn't do the right thing the right time.
We weren't timing it right either. So we do need to test it out and see if we can actually skip that cutscene to save some time.
I still think since both cutscenes are running,
we can't skip
if that's
anything.
what it is, then yeah. But here it's just timed 40 seconds. We can just mess around. We can do whatever we want.
So essentially we just super break this mission, because this mission normally you're supposed to come in there first and the door shuts. You can't get through the door. That's what the Warthog fling skips.
Yeah.
And then you have to go back to the other end of the island and open the door, and then you have to come all the way back here, and you got to go all the way down all the stairs, but we just skip all that.
Come all the way back up and then walk out here.
Yeah. So you save a lot of time doing it like this. So we were pretty happy with this.
Yeah, this is one of our biggest time skips.
The very first time we did this without any practice or anything.
We did the mission properly.
This mission took an hour long.
Yeah.
It literally took a full hour for this one mission the first time we played through.
Tried doing the bump for so long, and then we just were like, fuck it, we're just going to finish.
Yeah, so we had to run all the way to the other side of the map and back. It was awful.
And then this mission here.
We found some cool co-op strats that makes this way fucking easier.
Yes.
We still do not know how to properly do this map.
No.
Like, there's a jump here that we're going to be doing, and it's really difficult to do.
Do we die in this?
I think we do die a couple
times.
times.
We die the first time because we both fall off.
Yeah,
we got this.
Yeah, we got cocky and fucked things up.
So this first jump, Joel's going to go on the right side when we get to it. I'm just explaining it now because it takes a second to get there. He'll go on the right, I'll go on the left. The right side is faster, but you have a higher chance of just dying when you fall.
Yeah, it's not too hard to do.
It's not.
I watched a couple guides that help. There's guides for every jump, so you just see the guide and then just practice it over and over and over again until you get a feel for it. Because a lot of times it's not knowing how it's done, it's getting a feel for how all these weird tricks are done.
And this whole mission, every time we go into one of those rooms, we go to the left because that's how this whole mission is.
Right.
Also important
You
to
can
say.
shoot out the glass and jump through. It's a little faster.
So I go here on the left, and it's a little safer because there's this little edge here that you can hit, but I miss it, and I get down to 1 health. It's not that big of a deal.
So I kind of slide here.
But that's where Joel wants to get to, and then
you jump in here.
Oh, yeah.
I just smashed because I didn't do it right. But now Mason, he's going to slide just a bit, and then he spawns me. The way that's supposed to happen is you can actually jump by yourself in solo game and slide and not go all the way off, but it's way easier just to do it that way.
And then there's this little lip here that I always miss, and
you got to run up it.
I end up falling down, but I got it that time. But here, you can actually jump off right up here in a second, like right there.
Sometimes there's rocks in this game are random.
Yeah.
Sometimes for some reason, I don't know why. So sometimes it'll spawn you different types of rocks, but I've never done that. Did I actually wait for you this time?
You waited for me this time.
That's right. That was the last run that I didn't wait for you.
And then we're doing all our safety shit this time, but here you just crouch at the very end of this little jump and you take almost no damage, and then Joel I think just dies.
I'm really bad at this right here, so I always get fucking smooshed.
Yeah. So. But this despawns every single enemy in the map. I've actually never seen that pelican come down at that part, but there it is.
Yeah. What happens is because we're jumping down that mountain, you're supposed to go to the right across the bridge and do all sorts of shit. But because we skip all of that, it doesn't hit the load triggers for the map. Now, the problem with that is that most maps, I've heard that you can break most maps this similar way. Except that it turns off all the triggers for the rest of the map, so you can't open doors, you can't do shit. You're fucked. But this one, for whatever reason, all the doors still work, the vehicles still spawn, but none of the enemies spawn. And so you're able to do things that you wouldn't normally be able to do on these maps because of that. Because the vehicles still spawn for some reason, and all the triggers still work to open things and finish the map. So.
And a second ago, you saw Joel hit a tree, another thing where it's like, that tree shouldn't stop you. But you barely clip it, and the hitbox is like a giant square.
Yeah, it is.
So
you got to be careful. So it's just us going through an empty map for the rest of this.
Yeah, this one there's not much else to say. We just kind of go through. You do the mission as you're supposed to, but without enemies.
Yes.
And I just kind of, my job is just to dick around. And,
I think you're also not supposed to get like banshees and stuff in this mission specifically. But
the very end.
Because nobody loads, the banshees are still there, but the elites that once they immediately see you, they jump in and fly off. They're not there, so you can just drive up to it and fly up instead of going through the buildings and like weaving your way up to the top and stuff.
Yeah.
So I think it skips a shitload of this mission doing this kind of stuff.
The entire mission.
It's just easy. I mean, it takes a while because you got to do a lot of driving, but other than that, like this mission would be crazy hard and long.
We have to do all this driving with enemies throwing grenades at us, all sorts of shit. So
not a problem this way though.
Yeah, this mission.
It's fun. You just got to get that jump. If you're doing the jump solo, you're gonna have to practice that shit for a long time. It's really hard.
And with that jump solo, if you're playing on the Xbox, Joel has his controller set to, I can't remember what he's got set to.
Mine is set to just default, just straight up default, and I love it that way.
And his D-pad actually allows him to move.
Yeah.
And since strafing on like the PC and everything is just W and D, WS, whatever.
Yeah, WASD. The WADs.
Yeah, you can immediately.
It's like 100% in a direction.
Into a direction, yeah. So it's 100% this direction. And when you go strafing, you're saving or you're reducing your speed by like 15%.
Yeah. So you don't want to strafe at all.
Yeah.
So I've been thinking about just running the whole game running forward on my D-pad. It's just uncomfortable. But it's important for that trick that we were just talking about.
Yeah, that specific trick, if you hit W and D, it'll put you into the wall and it'll reduce your speed fast enough
that you don't slide off.
That you don't slide off all the way.
It's just a really precise jump that's
supposedly.
pretty hard. Supposedly.
We haven't tried it yet.
Yes.
And
so it might work better if I tried to do it solo using the D-pad instead.
Yes.
Maybe. But so yeah, it's just us running through. You can grenade jump right there up to the top thing, but we were doing safety strats, just like, hey, just fucking jump on my head. It's easier. I don't know that necessarily saved us time doing the head jump.
I don't know. We said it
because normally you'd have to run over here through the window and then circle back. So the grenade jump is clearly
saved
faster.
A frame.
A couple frames.
Just saved a frame.
Yeah, one frame.
But the point of the point of it is just we didn't want to kill ourselves in those rooms.
Yeah.
And go back because you don't get checkpoints anymore. I don't think from here because all the triggers are off.
And we also don't have any grenades, so we would have to get to this point with grenades somehow.
And I can't do these jumps. I don't know why. I'm awful at it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I can get it after like one try. But
yeah, you just jump back and then jump up.
Joel's fucking beast man over here.
I don't know why those jumps are good for me. They just make sense in my brain.
But again, it's important to remember everything goes left here.
Yes.
And then when we come back during 2 betrayals onto the same mission, just going backwards, everything's on the right.
Yeah. So because we're playing co-op here, we're going to do a little bit of a co-op strat.
That we don't know is actually faster or not.
Yeah, we think it might actually technically be slightly slower unless you're not good at jumping out of the banshees, which neither of us are.
Yeah.
So then we're like, oh, it's probably easier. So again, those banshees, I don't think you're supposed to get in those banshees.
You're not.
You're supposed to circle down, and then you're supposed to fight all the way up this huge thing, and we just skip all that shit.
But yeah, so usually what you'd do is you'd fly in with a banshee, get out, hit the button, get back in the banshee, and fly against this wall. But
yeah, so you have to jump out of the banshee and land right in front of the little door thingy.
Yeah.
And the reason why you have to do that is for this door that's opening right here. This is a long runway, so this is clearly way faster.
This is way faster than the Banshee. Like, you can see how far he got in that
So I jumped out, and then right there. So that's what you're supposed to do. I think it is still faster from the 2 first doors that we did, but, you know, fuck it. We're co-op, so...
Yeah, we're co-op. We do co-op strats, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. We weren't trying world record here. We were just trying to...
We were trying to
do as fast as we could.
Go as fast as possible with focus.
Yeah. We wanted sub 145, and surprise, surprise, we got it.
Yeah, so
super fun. But so 343, this is my favorite map.
This is your favorite map. This is your map. This is Joel runs this map by himself for fun, not for practice, for fun.
I don't know why.
He's not practicing it. He's not like doing all the tricks and shit. He's just like, fuck it, I want to play this map.
Yeah, and I just do it, and then I'll go practice some other stuff.
And so the first thing you do is you just turn left here. Fastest way to get to the next area.
I just remember it's left of the Pelican. I shot right there because that's where you throw plasmas and you can actually hop up right there.
Yeah, and we messed up this grenade or this jump here for a second.
Super bad. So which is probably why you do that. This rock is just a dick.
Yeah, like you just fall around on it. You do the whole entire like, oh, I try to jump, but I can't. Aha!
Yeah, because it's all the weird geometry. You just slide off of it really easy.
Yeah.
So.
And I don't know if that's a random rock or not.
Maybe it is a random rock. I don't think it is, though.
Because before we've gotten it a lot easier.
Yeah, I think we were just fucking up.
But it doesn't matter who goes as long as one person gets up there. But back there where Joel was shooting, that's where you do a grenade jump, and it's a lot, quote-unquote, faster.
Just because you don't have to worry about this stupid-ass rock.
Before this, like, if we did it again and we got the grenade, or we did the grenade jump, we would be faster than doing that rock jump there overall.
Now, for this, I've practiced this actually a lot. You can jump and hit that button, but I never quite make it.
Yeah.
It's a really precise jump, but... So now, when you're doing this, when you're coming down these elevators, you always face the console button that you pushed, and then you can jump off. You don't jump, you just walk off.
Yeah.
And then you crouch, and like you slide down and you crouch when you hit the ground so you don't die. But this map is just a lot of remembering which doors you do or don't go into, because there is dead ends here. So you're just going to have to practice to see which is the right way to go. Which is what I think that's why I like practicing it, because it's in and out a lot of doors all the time.
It's very patterny and like...
Now this room, this is supposed to be a grenade jump when you're doing solo, but we do co-op strats that are slower. but not that much slower. He just jumps on my head,
Yeah.
goes through the door.
And I mean, that way we just don't hurt ourselves, we don't kill ourselves, and it just gets us up here with full health instead of having to worry about, oh, we missed the jump. Well, can't fucking do it anymore.
Yeah, rip run, you know.
And then here, Joel knows how they spawn. Wherever that body is, go to the other side.
Yeah. So they always spawn at
The back door?
the back door, and then I think it's the left, and then the front right, or the behind us. I don't know.
It's easy to explain when you're playing the game, like you know where you're looking at.
Yeah.
But like, so it does that one, the one
That I'm
to the
standing at.
back right.
You want to use frag grenades on these, by the way,
Yes.
because they can bounce into the room, because they don't all come out right away, so the frags will bounce in and kill them.
And then once the music starts, you can just run up to this door and you
Yeah.
can try to do the little swag trick that saves like a second.
Yeah, so
I messed it up.
Yeah, it probably saves a little more in a second.
It saves like 3 seconds for us because I get lost because I was
Yeah.
the first one out. I'm like, oh, hey, yeah, this way. Nope.
Yeah, he goes the wrong way.
I have never come out of that the correct way. Never once in the time we've been running this. I've never come out of that.
So I found you can actually go up on this one, and then you have to go through the bottom one next time. We thought you had to go to the bottom. You can do top or bottom. I just do bottom.
Yeah.
And then I got a little lost here, but it's like, all right, it's right. It's the right
Yeah.
side.
So Joel knows mostly where to go. I kind of just walk around.
Pretty much,
and
yeah.
wait to teleport in. I do all the... I jump on his head and go to the next area. I've got my own little little couple spots I do.
Yeah, your little deals.
And I got him. And then here...
You jump up this. There's grenade jumps in this room I think you can do
Oh,
to,
yeah.
to skip having to jump up that
and
jump
a lot
up
of times
mess.
the grenade jumps will just stop them from spawning in certain
It's
areas.
true.
But
So in that room, when there's all those dead dudes right there, you just run straight. You don't circle into that room. We
Yeah.
learned that by getting lost. And then always go right through here because the console's on the right side.
yes.
So now here's our safety strats. But I found, because I play this level so much, I found a not safety strat that I like. So
Oh, and it's important to note that when you get teleported, when you're second player, or like whoever gets teleported at that point,
right.
usually it's me because
Yeah.
Joel gets on the teleport or the thing first.
So I throw the grenade here, jumping. This you can make that jump without a grenade. It's just really difficult.
Yeah, and it is necessary because that bridge is
Broken. So
Broken.
normally you're supposed to go down, but
Yeah.
if you get across there, then you're good to
And
go.
it was really funny because when that happened, Joel almost missed the jump.
Yeah, I
and
started
he started screaming.
I was like, oh fuck, because like when you're on top of those things, there's like a dip, and if you hit the dip and then you come out of the dip, it bounces you a tiny bit. So your
that little bounce.
your jump will not go off if that happens. So you have to be really careful that you jump when you know your character's not flying
Yes.
slightly.
And our safety strat in that room is if he falls, I just get my overshields, I jump on him, I do another one of those stick grenade jumps like I did in
Yeah.
the third mission, and we
We're
just
good
go
to
through. So
yeah, because if you fall down, you're kind of fucked.
yeah.
You'd have to reload the checkpoint on the thingy, which you could do. But he's grabbing the overshield, so it just makes that easy.
Yeah, and I just keep running, I jump, no fucks given, YOLO.
Yeah. It worked.
And yeah.
I think I was telling you go right, because I always go left through these doors, and it's
Yeah.
always not
It's
correct.
always a shit show.
So we're almost done with this map already.
Yeah,
We're heading
this-
back to the surface now.
We've practically got this mission, like,
Yeah, as fast as we can really do it.
as fast as we can do it right now, except
Unless
for that
we-
first grenade jump.
Yeah, unless we add in a couple little grenade jumps.
And I go the wrong way
I
here.
think there's like 2 or 3 grenade jumps
Yeah.
that we could add, but
But overall, the whole entire thing is,
Yeah.
it's pretty solid. We've got like maybe 20 seconds to save, so
yeah.
I don't know.
Other than this last little bit, so you stick to the left again. There's a lot of lefts in this game.
Mm-hmm.
And there's going to be some sentinels that spawn. And I think you just have to kill one of the sentinels, and then it starts the
Well, does it
cutscene.
spawn extra sentinels
I don't-
the longer you go?
I don't know.
Because from what we've gathered, or from the video we've watched, the segmented legendary run, whatever it is, that they get like an hour and 7 minutes on this.
Yeah.
They say it's connected to these sentinels. So I don't know if that means more spawn in,
Maybe.
but
They do a thing where you see us looking into the sky,
We
they
both throw
chuck a
grenades.
grenade.
and one of us gets close here. Yeah,
Oh,
right
see
there.
it right there.
Joel's grenade got really close.
You can actually stick them as they spawn if you time it really
Yeah.
well.
The best way to take him down, get a plasma pistol, plasma rifle, doesn't matter.
Yeah, just shoot them down.
Yeah, so I just sit here and I keep killing them.
So I think you just have to kill one. That's what they usually say, and then it's supposed to just like go through the cutscene faster.
There's
here.
also some supposedly thing where you get down to 1 health that makes it faster. We've never really noticed. I just sit here and shoot Guilty
Yeah.
Spark for a second.
We just didn't know, so it's something we just don't have the knowledge for, so we're not 100% sure.
And it just
there is.
ends. So
Yeah, it just ends, and we were spamming our like skip. So
Yeah. We weren't even doing anything really, like, yeah.
Good old library, huh?
So yeah, we like saved 20 seconds from our
Previous
faster run.
Yeah.
Here you can grenade jump up. I choose not to because I grenade jump here because I don't know why I'm really bad at making this jump.
Yeah, you can make that jump without grenade jumping. You can't make the other one without it, but he jumps on my head, so it's fine.
Yeah, so I do that one.
You do have to like trigger certain things.
Joel has to trigger something on the bottom screen. When he gets to that hallway, I just keep running here, and usually I have to walk into this hallway and spin around in a circle to spawn shit, but here it just spawned it in for me.
Right.
And this will just make Guilty Spark launch towards me, essentially, because it says that, oh, they are here.
Yeah. And so it just gets you through a little faster doing the thing we did at the start. We don't know how much time it does or doesn't save than just running through normally, but I'm sure it saves.
Is a time save.
It saves some amount of time.
Past the door for some reason. I don't know why. And we changed the graphics here because we have to wait. We aren't doing anything. We're not doing a flood bump.
Yeah, this map is kind of dark, but there's also something very interesting about the new graphics for this map.
And we'll show you in a second.
But you just have to wait. But I think you get Guilty Spark here faster by Mason blowing up to the top thingy and just running, like, because he cuts across, so it's faster. So then Guilty Spark catches up to him, and it starts this to let us through quicker.
Yes.
Is what we think.
And now, with the new graphics, there are arrows on the ground.
Yeah.
And I went the wrong way.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't following the arrows. But on the original graphics, there are no arrows on the ground, and these arrows will tell you exactly where you need to go, which is really nice. Plus, this is a lot brighter.
Yeah, the new graphics in general are just brighter, and they've got like all this eye cancer on the floor.
Like all this shit on the floor of circles.
But all the stuff just kind of glows. Like even if it's not glowing, it's like the little circles on the ground are emitting light for some reason, like slightly. So like it just makes it easier on this specific mission. So we decided to switch it.
Yeah. We do try and do a couple flood bumps. It doesn't work. There's a flood bump thing you can do with these explodey ones. I try and do it. I think I get killed by it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't really matter.
It saves a lot of time if you can get them, but we didn't practice them, and we still haven't practiced them.
I think it comes down to be like 3 to 5 minutes, depending on how fast you do them and which ones you can get. If you can get all of them, it's like near 5.
Yeah. On the segmented run, they got every single level under 10 minutes.
Yes.
So this mission I don't believe is under 10 minutes for Zai. I think it's about 15 or so.
Yeah. For us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And without the flood bumps, there's not a lot of time to save here either.
And the flood bumps are something that are really temperamental. Like when we get to keys on that, the only like super crucial flood bump, if we don't get it after like 7 or 8 tries,
we're kind of fucked.
And don't worry, I'll stay here and guard Joel. I'll stop the demons.
Yeah. Ooh. Well done.
Got him.
I like how even when you're on the lift, it's something interesting. It will always spawn when it loads. Yeah. It'll spawn them in the middle of the lift.
One of us will spawn in the middle of the lift, and we don't know. I think it's whoever's on the lift first will not spawn.
Right, will not load to the person. Yeah. Because there's loading things all over the place, but it just loads the person into the middle of the thing, and so like, they're just behind now because the lift's at the top already.
Yeah. So this is like this and 343 are kind of Joel's missions because he's just faster. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I just run. I got a good mind. So you can blow that dude up that I just blew up, but I think you want to blow him up into this corner that I was standing in, and then he'll like explode you into the door, and then you can just run off. But yeah, we'll explain the flood bumps. I guess more when we get to keys because
that's all we can do.
It's
like we got like 2 minutes, and I just jump on Joel's head because we think, oh well, we can just jump and try and get through the door like a second faster.
We're trying to do strats because you can do a grenade jump when these doors are opening and get through there slightly faster. It's what saves 2-3 seconds maybe.
Yeah.
But we were trying to do it where he stands on my head and just jumps to it, but it's really difficult because the door. You really want to be in the door when it opens, and there's space in between the doorway. Yeah. So you see Mason trying to do it.
I jump, I miss it, and just fall.
So it's like it wasn't saving us any time.
The whole thing doesn't really matter. I end up running. Did we both run this way?
I think so.
Oh yeah, this one we did. No, you. I don't know what the fuck we're doing. So I was like, I wonder if it's really faster to go the way Mason's going. You see the things he's jumping on there? You can actually walk on the little left side. Yeah. That looks like he would fall. Like it doesn't actually slide you at all. So, well, maybe the little corner does. That corner does.
But the flat part doesn't. It's still kind of scary.
It's terrifying because
it looks like you're just going to slide off into the abyss, but you don't.
Yeah.
We learned here that it's definitely faster.
It is 100% faster. I can just start killing shit faster, and Guilty Spark just goes, see ya.
Yeah, and
flies away.
he comes up to where Mason is because that's where we're supposed to be. So it's better to jump across the thing. It's a little faster.
And here, I think it's the first actual grenade jump we could do, but instead
he jumps on my head.
Jump off him
Normally, you wait for him to fuck around and then you get through this, but you can just grenade jump or head jump and you skip this part. You don't have to wait like 45 seconds for him to open the door, which is nice.
And those arrows tell you, hey, go down here.
Yep.
Like,
because there's arrows pointing, and then the other arrow will point back, and it's like, oh, so I was supposed to drop down here.
I think what what Bungie realized, or 343, whoever decided to remaster it all,
was that
whatever
this
they did,
mission was like confusing.
That everything just looks the same the entire time, and you can just get turned around like just boom.
Immediately. So they added a little bit of oomph.
Yeah, there's a little jump here you can do, saves a little bit of time.
Yeah, jump onto the edge. It is faster than running all the way to the edge.
Saves like 2 seconds per time, and you do it like 10 times here.
Yeah.
Or 5 times, whatever it is. Fuck, I don't know.
Who knows?
And the entire time I'm doing this, that needle thread there
scared the shit out of me.
Usually when I'm running through here, I just aim at the exploding ones because Halo 3 has traumatized me.
Right. They're not so bad in this game.
They're not as bad in this game, not nearly as bad, but because I've beaten them all in Legendary and everything, and when you play Halo 3 on Legendary, those things will instantly kill you.
Yeah, they're a nightmare.
They will probably instantly kill you on this. I'm not sure.
Probably.
I mean, we've seen Legendary runs, and they just kind of like jump over them like they're not even there, and it's like, what are you doing? They're terrifying.
Well, they take a little while to blow up, so...
And then there's a second explodey one that's supposed to spawn out of that one that I looked at, that hole there.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't this time, and they do a little...
a happy dance.
They do a happy dance for a second.
So you'll see we're both standing towards the edge here because we're getting ready to jump to the next floor. You can save a tiny bit of time jumping up.
Oh, I didn't get teleported that time. That's weird.
Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't, I guess.
I mean, hey, we're skipping checkpoints, we're skipping load things. Fuck it.
Yeah. Yeah. So this map is really just learning when to go where.
Yeah.
I always want to jump up on the things to like cut the corner, and I had to slowly learn. Like right here, you'd be like, oh, I want to go right. It's not right.
No, it's
never right. It's down. But like also sometimes it's not down. Sometimes it's forward, but it's still not right. It's left.
Yeah. So like
you just have to learn the layout of the map. It's twisty turvy.
Yeah.
It's a pain in the dick.
Which is why the arrows are really nice.
Yeah.
Like if you don't use them, yeah, that's great. You don't have to. But I don't know what happened there really. Just one of the guys exploded and blew up all the grenades.
Mm-hmm.
That was a death trap. This game is really what's the word for it? Shitty. With how explosions just chain react.
Oh, I know what you're saying. Yeah, grenades, if an explosion happens like near or on top of a grenade, it will cause that grenade to explode. And if there's a pile of grenades, they all explode.
Yeah.
So the whole room just turns to a huge explosion.
And these flood always spawn in the same spot.
So we're trying to get these guys to stand up and bump us. So he stood up, but he didn't bump me. I think he might have bumped himself through the wall.
he bumped himself.
So like, I guess we can kind of explain it a little bit right now. We'll get into it more in keys, but what happens is some of these can be called revivers. What they'll do is you'll shoot them a couple times, they'll fall down, and then after a few seconds they'll stand back up. And what happens is they clip into your model, and the game doesn't like that. So the game will push you away from them. So if you do it in a really specific spot, you can get pushed through walls, or like here, you can get pushed through the door and you can just go. Yeah. You don't have to wait for the door to open, you can just go. And that would save you a lot of time because there's a lot of doors you have to wait through.
There's 5 doors, and one's 90 seconds.
Now, we thought about jumping through the side here, but it's actually faster just to go left and run straight.
And they even talk about it in the segmented run, saying this is way faster, but if you're playing Legendary, you're way likely to die.
Right, because on Legendary, there's a lot of shit flying through, so you can jump on the outer edge and skip a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
So it's a little safer.
And this door is always open.
Yep.
And a little thing to note earlier when we were waiting for that door to open is there was a flood trying to get to me, and it was crawling all over Joel's face.
Yeah.
It was trying to get to me, and Joel won't get that health pack. Fuck that, it's out of the way.
Yeah.
Too many frames lost.
So like right there, I always want to jump up and go right, but you always have to start off going left when you think you're supposed to go right.
The second turn's always right, first turn's always left. I grab shotgun ammo just because he's in front of me. It doesn't matter where I am at this point.
But it's just funny because the segmented run guy, he's talking about like how he doesn't pick up health back until the end of this entire mission that he's running through, because it's just slightly out of the way and he's going literally as fast as he possibly can.
He's cutting as many corners, he's doing as many things. And
very impressive, very cool to watch. I'll have that link down in the description. Check it out for sure.
Maybe you will, who knows. We'll see if you remember.
I'll do it.
But Guilty Spark will come through here, lock that door.
This isn't the 90-second door, is it? That one's coming up.
But he locks that door and then comes through.
There's a way, right? So he locks that door. There's a way once these floods spawn to force them to bump you through this door.
Yeah.
So you can bump through all the friggin' doors.
And we're like, you know what? Forget it. We're not gonna do the bumps. We're not gonna do the bumps this time. We're just gonna.
Yeah.
If it happens, we can get it, but we're not gonna go for it.
The biggest issue is we're not sure how to get the flood to come towards the door, because all these flood have guns, so they just kind of shoot at you, but you need them to walk up to you. So we're not sure. We need to research it, obviously, and practice it. We don't know where we're supposed to stand against the door, A.
I know where we're supposed to stand against the door.
And B.
I found it.
We don't know how to get them towards us, so.
Yeah. So this is just, if you sit here, you kill until it says loading or something on the side, checkpoint, whatever. Joel's kicking it up there thinking he can jump through the hole, and I'm like, no, you can't. I've tried it already.
Yeah. I said, screw you, I'm going to try it anyway.
I said, no, you're just a naysayer.
It's really close.
Like, yeah, it's close.
You could probably do it, actually.
You could probably get it with a perfect jump, but,
yeah.
I mean, let's face it, it's us.
But, like, again, like we were saying, you can grenade jump through those things and save a tiny bit of time.
And also,
pain in the ass.
With the flood
bumps. That scared me.
Yeah.
Came around, that guy got shotgunned and rocketed almost.
With the flood bumps, the sentinels will spawn sometimes.
Yeah.
And they'll just kill the flood that are coming towards you that you could use to bump. And so it's another issue that we'd have to take care of.
Yeah.
So.
But it will save us a good 5+ minutes on this map, which that's huge.
Yeah. I don't know why I threw a grenade there either.
It's fucking huge.
It's huge. This, with all flood bumps, it's a huge skip.
It's just hard to do.
Yeah.
And it's hugely luck based, and so we'll learn them eventually, but we're tightening up the rest of the run first.
We're tightening the bolts.
Yeah.
And there's a med pack. Joel's not going to grab it because it's too far out of the way.
Yep.
So he's going to stay at red hell. Oh, he already got the med pack. Right.
I
forgot.
so.
I didn't see it. Never saw it happen.
I didn't either. That's how fast we were.
Yeah, so we didn't even. So yeah, Joel's not going to get it. He doesn't need to grab it. He's got full health. God.
Now here's the 90-second door. So you're supposed to go
down
under.
there.
And there's a ton of boomers down there. It's a pain in the ass. You just skip this.
Joel kills himself.
I accidentally didn't do my jump right. My bad. I might have was missing
that's
one
the health pack that usually they go grab.
Yeah.
But so here's a door that's 90 seconds. Well, we just sit here. It's timed. It doesn't matter what we kill.
If you don't shoot anybody, like specifically on Legendary Run, you can hide back in the corner and none of the flood will like aggro to you. I was just jumping around on things trying to
just hanging out on some.
I'm like theory crafting, like what the hell am I supposed to do? You were hoping this guy would
get
stand up,
and I just sat here and crouched, fucked
and
around,
he just
didn't
stand up. Yeah.
So like here there's nothing to do. It's just another, you sit around, you do whatever.
One of the runners we were watching, he's like, I kind of miss it that you can bump through this door now, because that's when I used to go up, get a drink, go to the bathroom, but
do something.
Because it's such a long door. And then there it is. Let's go.
Yeah, and then there's one more door after this, I think. Kind of. It's not.
It's a short door, but
you can flood bump through it. It's just slower to flood bump through it.
You can also grenade jump it.
Yes.
I think you're supposed to grenade jump it because you skip past all the spawns.
Yes.
Which is nice. Because we did die a bunch of times there on some of our other runs until we got
on our original
better.
run, we died there like 7 or 8 times.
But I think that's because you were trying to grenade jump it. I think that was making it worse. It was actually slowing us down.
That's not the point. That's not the point. The point is this door opens and we just run through.
It's because you weren't getting the jump that it was fucking us, not because of the jump itself. Like right here, see, it starts to open and then it stops for a second, so you can actually get up there with a grenade jump.
Yeah, and I tried to get on his head and I just said, nah, we're not. I missed it the first jump. There's no point.
Yeah. So you can be on the other side of all those dudes that just spawn there.
Yeah.
So, but the mission's done here.
I stay back. I fight the demons.
I'm full health. He took all the shots for me.
Yeah.
So it's all good.
I think I shot him by accident there.
Yeah.
That's like the only damage he took in that area, and then you have to come over here. I think we decided it has to be both of us. I don't know, because we've gotten there before with one person. So
yeah. So we're gonna have to test that out and see if like one of us just needs to fucking die, or if we both have to be right on each other.
Oh yeah, because before we've done it, I've been dead.
Right.
So
most of the times you died.
Yeah.
So that's probably what it is. This cutscene you cannot skip, and it's very long.
It's very stupid, very long, but like you get the thing, and then it puts you into a second cutscene, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And also because we're in the updated graphics, we have to switch it back in the next mission.
Yes. But we're opening a bunch of doors in the next missions. 2 betrayals.
Yeah, so
2 betrayals is our worst map.
Yep. It's
by
the only one
far.
we don't get in gold, I think, on this one.
Nope, we do get gold on this one.
Oh yeah, because we didn't get gold on the 158. My
Yeah,
bad.
the 158. This was 2 betrayals was the only one we didn't get gold, which means we did it even worse than our very first time, which was awful as well. So that's how bad our 158.
Well, in that one,
was.
didn't we decide no, we're not going to get the ghost again, or no, we couldn't get it.
I think I don't know. We fucked up.
We
all
do
sorts of shit.
something. Doesn't matter here.
So we actually saved an extra like 3-4 minutes here
in practice today, yeah. And a lot of it was just from this first area.
Yeah, but also on this run. I think let's see how much it is. 14. So yeah, at about 3 minutes. So we did the library a little faster. No flood bumps. Again, flood bumps we could save an extra 5 minutes there.
Yeah,
it'd be beautiful. Because normally runs at this point at like 103 should be getting close to the last mission or on the last mission.
Yeah.
And we're 3 missions away. And this mission's a long mission, so we're actually really far away.
Yeah.
So you're supposed to get a checkpoint here, but what happens to us all the time on this fucking map?
We don't get checkpoints ever here, and so if we die in this next area where we're doing YOLO strats,
yeah, you're supposed to get a checkpoint after this door opens, and today we found out that it might be because we didn't kill everything back there.
Yeah, so the sentinels might be causing it, but we didn't get the checkpoint here, and we do end up dying here in a second because YOLO.
Yeah, well, I was like, okay, so Mason does the YOLO strats. This is something we've talked about a lot, and something we're going to try to start doing in our runs is Mason can do, or I can do the like tough like grenade jumps and strats like that. Well, the other person can just run through the map. So, like I died there, or you died there.
I died there. I just fucking get.
But then I
crit,
died going up
just,
here.
You turn around.
Because this was bad. I was like, I'm gonna try and spawn him.
We panic.
It didn't
try
work.
And spawn.
Yeah.
There's a health pack there. I don't think you grab it.
No.
It's too far away.
Because I was like, fuck, like I could just feel my time being drained away from our run. I was like, God damn it, I'm doing it. I'm doing it live.
YOLO, and
I just die. I take too much damage here.
Yeah, you just start walking up.
Yeah, even on easy, I was just taking too much damage.
Well, it's the wraith shot that really got you. So we start over, and we didn't get the checkpoint, like we said.
Yeah, so here's the whole like 2 minutes.
Minute 30 seconds, 2 minutes, where we were just like, well, we lost it.
Yeah, we just fucked up.
And we do better here.
We still do better on this one than we did before.
Yeah.
So that's how bad this is.
I try and hit that guy for a minute, and like so if we kill all of these sentinels and all of the grunts, I think we'll get the checkpoint.
Right, which is not bad. Like I can shoot them as I'm running straight to the thing. Yeah. Mason can clean them up.
I can just turn around
and take them out.
I think we get the checkpoint here because
Well, we'll see. So you didn't kill one of the sentinels.
So one of the sentinels isn't dead, but.
So we might not get the checkpoint then, just because there's the one sentinel.
I don't know. Who knows?
We thought we had to wait, so that's why I stopped for a second.
See, so I got it.
I think we still don't get the checkpoint.
I don't think we get the checkpoint. We don't, but
see, like this game is very strange.
I think
with
we
its
have to kill them before we get to that button to get the checkpoint.
I was frustrated because we died, so I said I'm going super safe strats. So I ran
baby strats.
I ran on the super side here. I was like, fuck this shit.
Don't I get through and then die?
I think so. And I think I like fall off this and almost kill myself anyway.
I get there, I make it through. I'm at the bottom. I'm good. I'm solid. I think I just get shot by the wraith. I'm not sure though.
I hope it's not me like grenading you or something.
I mean, that happened today.
It did happen today, but I don't think it happened here.
No, I might make it.
I distract this guy. I was like, come, look at me, look at me. Yeah. Like right as he was about to shoot you.
And we're like shouting and shit. Like, no.
Yeah, we're like screaming. I'm like, go. Fuck. This fucking map, man. We got to play it a bunch more times.
Yeah, this one we've just got to practice a lot.
So you can jump out of the wraith there and get straight into the door.
Out of the Banshee.
Or the Banshee. But you can also not do it, and then the thing will smash you.
Yeah, you just fucking
it's very terrifying, and that's going to screw your time. So what we're doing right here is, because there's 2 players, Mason's going to activate this, and then I can run back, and I can teleport him out.
So
we save time. We save all the runtime back.
And that's like probably 7 to 10 seconds. And here, if you're playing co-op, you have to look over there and spin in a circle, and wow, there's a Banshee there.
There's
Magic.
a Banshee.
Huh.
You can't look at it. You have to look away, and
both
then
of
the
you
Banshee
have to
spawns.
be looking away, and then it'll spawn. If you're looking at it at all, neither of those Banshees will spawn, and bad things happen.
I was being careful here.
Yeah, I think I come in like a wrecking ball. No, I don't.
Oh, all that shit blew
I
up
die,
on top
but
of it.
I'd be careful.
You're not going to go back to those banshees, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. And
So
I
right
forgot.
here, this is
Turn
the
right.
the pony strats.
Yeah, here's the pony strat. You mount up there. I thought it was this thing.
You can jump up here onto this. You can actually grenade jump again up to the one before this, and it's a little faster to get down here. But we weren't doing any of those strats this time through.
But we wanted to just rainbow dash. We didn't want to.
Yeah, we're going to start adding those in because whoever's like first through can go jump on the other thing. The other guy can try the grenade jump.
Or whatever it is,
So-
depending on how close we are.
So if he fucks up the grenade jump, I'm still running through or he's still running through. So we're not going to lose time. Whereas in like an actual run, if you fuck it up or kill yourself, then you're super fucked.
Yeah. And then Joel messes up, or I mess up there. No, Joel messes
That was
up there.
me.
I can't remember what screen I'm looking at.
I was panicked. I was trying to go
Yeah.
fast.
And that's the first time I ever made that jump on the first try.
Yeah,
And that's the only time I've ever done it.
that's true.
First only done. And we actually mess up a lot on this mission. In this run, don't we? Or
Yeah.
or was it on the last one that we fuck up the elevator? One of these ones we mess up the elevator. We'll talk about it when we get to
I
it.
wonder. I think it was. If it was this one, then how bad was our other one?
It was not good.
My God.
And then Joel just fucks up that guy. I'm like, oh, well, I guess I'll just shoot this guy.
Now that we've talked about this, we actually tried this today. You can jump across to that other bridge here, but the problem is it does not activate any of the doors over there. So
Until you open the door.
you have to run all the way through here until you do the loading screen right before the locked door on the left side there.
And you can't walk backwards through that hallway. You can't do anything. This room, you're supposed to just go straight through.
Yeah, this room you're actually supposed to run straight through the middle because it's a little faster than the windows, but you do the windows in the next part that's coming up.
Yeah.
So that's why I did it, because I wasn't sure.
And here's a fun little thing that happens.
I got fucking shreked.
I tried to throw the grenade. I tried to get him, and I
Yeah.
didn't.
The rocket guy spawns on the other side of this corner. Sometimes he walks around and shoots. Sometimes he just
Sometimes,
shoots when you walk around the thing.
Yeah.
So this was a thing where we're like, where are we supposed to go? You're supposed to go through the window.
And it's important to note, if you are doing this solo
Yep.
or legendary or anything at all, it's faster just to be super aggressive and run than
Yes.
it is to
Kill things.
try and be slow.
Unless it's legendary, like you said.
No, legendary is also, it's way faster to do it aggressively because you can run through there 3 or 4 times in
that's
the
true.
amount of time that it takes to go slow.
Right. That makes sense.
So if you can just run through and not get shot,
Like if you die or something on legendary is what you mean.
yeah, if you die, you can
'Cause-
just start over and go.
Because a lot of times what happens is the room, it's really kind of empty and like a ton of stuff starts to spawn. But if you just run past all of it, you avoid it. Whereas if you slow down, then the room clogs up really bad.
Yeah.
And then you're kind of fucked. Like you have to really, even on easy, you can get stuck in a lot of
Oh,
these
yeah.
stupid ass rooms.
And a lot of times, if they spawn in, they don't see you. Mm-hmm. And sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. So
Yeah. This room, you're supposed to go through the right window there. I wasn't sure, so I didn't do it.
so Joel didn't do it. I didn't do it either. We were talking about like, wait, because for whatever reason, Joel believes there's some point in this where we go left,
Yeah.
and we don't. I don't think we do.
I feel like we do.
See, and he still feels like it.
I mean, I'm going to watch it right now, and I think we still fucking do.
And I think,
This is it.
yeah. So here's where we fuck up.
So
Like, yeah,
Mason,
he'll teleport me down there.
Mason
I'm
thought
certain
I
of
would
it.
teleport him, and it turns out we did not.
Turns out there's no teleport, but if you die,
You
I
can
think
spawn
you
down
spawn
here.
down there.
There's a little poplar flood, but I don't think they count. So you're like, yeah, I'll teleport you. And this is like the third time this run. You're like, yeah, you'll just teleport me or something. And it didn't happen.
Something is supposed to happen and it doesn't, and we go, oh shit, it's not going to.
The reason why it's a problem is because I didn't practice the grenade jump here, and I'm really bad at grenade jumps. So I just jumped like a second too early
Yeah.
there. And now I have not enough health to make the jump. And since Mason's stuck up top, I have to run all the way around this room. Our normal strat there is that he just jumps on my head.
Yeah, you'll see in a sec.
And then it's not a problem. I think I die through here, don't I? Or I almost die.
No, you almost die, and then
This room is long to go around, so
Yeah.
you definitely want to go through that window. It's a huge save.
So like that window, if we'd have gotten it, it would have worked better.
I'll load him in here, but
So,
you don't
hey, I got
you
to
don't
see
load
the
your
room.
friend there, so you gotta kill yourself or be on the lift together.
And like every time we've practiced or run this game, it's always been like we've always found something new.
That we're doing bad or wrong, or something just doesn't work a certain way.
Yeah, like up here, as you're coming out of this little area, you're supposed to throw a grenade and shit. I get bounced around a little bit. That was bad.
Yeah.
I think Joel actually passes me.
No, I jump out here because I saw the rocket launcher on the ground. Maybe not. one of the times I saw a rocket launcher and I jumped out in front of a wraith just instinctively because I'm like, oh, rocket launcher, I need that. And I was like, no, why?
And during practice, we're doing this and we were just going through flawlessly, like no problem. I hop out and you pass me.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Because I'm like, I'll get the ammo because we're going to need it in a minute.
Yeah.
But we've already wasted enough time here. We might as well just take the extra couple seconds.
Those shields, by the way, you can just run them over with the ghost.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to shoot them. But it's nice. Like right here, we're supposed to go to the Banshees. I was a little lost because I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh wait, the Banshees, okay. And I'm going around it. You don't have to go around it. You just smash into it and then hop in. It's faster to go to the right side here. We're flying up to the top.
At least we think it is. We haven't really timed it, but like I'll go over here and start shooting shit, and it's kind of longer to go around the left.
Yeah, it seems longer, but you know,
We haven't.
is it?
We don't know.
See, I almost smushed myself there. I do that a lot. It's scary.
And guess what?
And I have 1 health,
Hi,
and
Joel.
I'm the guy that's ahead. You know, welcome to the party.
So this one in particular, when I step forward, I will spawn him, and a group of flood will spawn in and
See all those
murder
flood
us.
behind us? I died just because there's a bunch of explosions
I
happening.
think one of them actually is a rocket launcher.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm not sure.
Point is, it was fine.
There's that dude there.
Yeah, that guy's just staring at you. I forget what we do here. We probably end up dying. We always die
No.
here.
I don't think I'd die here. I might die here.
So we have this issue. Like on the segmented run, these Banshees didn't really follow him.
No
For
one
some
does
reason?
follow him.
Oh, it does. It follows him all the way through and it like bumps him, didn't
Yeah,
it?
but like it doesn't kill him. But like when we've been playing, these banshees are relentless, and they just like they go near you, and they just spin in circles.
Yeah, and
There's
they will
nothing we
kill
can do.
you every time. Like all they have to do is just barely nudge you and
They
you're
have to
dead.
graze you, and then a rocket launcher dude's here. I think I might get plowed by it. I'm not sure. I might spawn
You have to be careful jumping out of that Banshee. It's really easy to die. Like you think you're
Yeah.
close to the floor, and even if you're close to the floor, you can still just die. Oh yeah, you barely live there.
Oh yeah, and then I shoot him with these. Yeah.
You're like,
and then I spawn him in.
totally planned.
Like, yeah, planned it.
No
That's
problem.
exactly what I wanted to do.
Uh-huh.
I
Nailed it.
spawn Joel right over this hill, and then I think he grabs a rocket launcher, and then he takes care of the rest of this mission.
Maybe. I might reload. This is sloppy.
Oh yeah, this reloads me.
I was gonna reload you and I decided
Yeah.
not to.
I
This
said-
is where you load me and we're like, what happened? What happened was I spawned and then he loaded me because he wasn't at the actual load point yet. So this trick, you have to wedge the ghost in here. And today I actually did the part that is a little different. But if you go in sideways at just the right way, you can actually get this through without having to blow it up through. But you'll see, like right there, I didn't clip through it at all, so it's not going to work.
Yeah.
Like 100% will not work, I think. I mean, maybe if you're super lucky.
If you clip into it, it pushes it up is the thing. So like you clip there just a little bit, and I think we get it up.
Yeah, but it's
And,
not good
yeah,
enough.
I beat the shit out of it. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
we practiced this. We're not 100% on this trick yet, but it's not.
We're better.
It's not that hard, but you
The
know.
time save is actually really big.
Right. You need to take this with you.
Yeah.
See, like right there, I clipped way through. You can actually get it to clip all the way through and just keep driving.
Yeah.
Now this is important. This is something we also fucked up on this map, but we learned how to fix it.
Yeah.
So when I'm coming across this bridge, I have to slow down because the game doesn't expect you to be on a ghost going that fast.
So it checks only like 2 or 3 seconds. Every 2 or 3 seconds, it'll be like, "Oh, are they here?"
Yeah.
No. Oh, are they here?
No. So you have to just slow down until the flood spawn. Open the door. I did it pretty quick here.
Yeah, you got like the swag jump there,
Yeah.
where you're like,
Felt good.
"Ha."
Sometimes you swag jump and then the ghost runs you over and like bounces against the thing. So you got to be careful. And right here, I forgot that it was right there.
Yeah.
Luckily, I was immune to getting smushed, or else I would have actually got smushed right there and died,
Yeah.
which would have sucked ass.
And when you hit that second button, that first door closes. So if I'm not through there yet, I'm just stuck on the other side waiting because I don't want to hit anything
Yeah.
that'll turn him back.
So right here, you actually get out of the ghost, and there's 2 trees on the right, and the tree in the very back. Some flood spawn there, and if you throw a grenade and kill those flood way back in the right corner by the tree, right out as you come out the top there, it will actually load enemies in all through here, which
Yeah.
is what you need. And we didn't know how to do that, so I think it was until you came up and started killing stuff.
Well, I just walked up and started hanging out.
Yeah.
And I think it's those specific flood need to die.
Yeah, on the right by the tree, you have to kill those flood.
I go running over to the left. I don't know why. I think I'm just walking, waiting for you.
Yeah.
And I think I'm looking at your screen doing whatever. But over on the right, those flood there. That
Yeah,
are running
those
on the right
flood.
side. I don't know.
Yeah,
if,
the top screen.
They
the
just
very
stopped
right.
moving there. Yeah. Those guys.
So there's nothing. You're supposed to pick up a banshee at the back of this chasm or whatever here. This fucking thing. So I think you come up and finally kill some dudes, or maybe they get killed because these dudes kill them or something.
Yeah,
so you're just running straight for this. You're like, fuck it, let's do this. We thought we missed a trigger somewhere. Like we didn't just like go to a certain area and just stop for a few seconds. So like I drove back.
We'll see.
I was climbing up and down the mountain. You're like, no, be over here, be over there, and it didn't work.
This little area here.
I think they finally loaded in though.
They did. Right when as I was coming out, they loaded in. I think it was because you were staring at the area.
That they didn't.
Yeah, like another one of those things that's like, oh, if the player is here, they shouldn't be here, so it shouldn't spawn them in.
Right, because I'm looking at it. So yeah, it's all fixed if you just chuck a grenade into that right corner where the tree is.
So we wasted like 3 or 4 minutes there.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah.
There's a lot of time saved.
We have like 10 minutes to save just on
on this one level.
2 betrayals.
Feels like it.
Just from this run in particular.
Yeah. And
then this is it. Joel was talking to me earlier and confusing the hell out of me.
I confused the super shit out of him. In the segmented run, they were talking about how, so we're flying back right now, and apparently there's a warthog somewhere out here, and when you get in a vehicle, you're temporarily immune for a very short amount of time. So they were able to blow up second player into this area.
Just one sec.
Yeah.
Joel goes on the right side here because there's a banshee that spawns in, and there's 3 or 4 sentinels that come running out.
Yeah.
And I have died every time going through there because my banshee gets stuck, and the sentinels all just laser me to death.
Yeah, and we didn't want to do that this time, so I made sure to be careful.
Anyway,
so they said they found ways to blow themselves up onto that ledge, but the problem they were saying was that
they need to hit that trigger.
You have to go all the way to the back and pick up the banshee. Once you pick up the banshee, the door will open that we just came in through. And so we're thinking maybe there's a way to like do that co-op, like if we can blow up Mason to the top and then I run to the banshee trigger on the ghost or something. I don't know.
Doesn't matter. There's no loadings there. But here's Joel's trick of the whole entire game.
Yeah, so I stand in very specific places. This is the flood bump. You'll get to see it finally. So I use the old graphics, and what I'm looking at is the things on the floor, those little circles, and the things on the left. You see the grate, and then there's the fancy grate there. So he needs to stand on that little circle that has the dot in it, and it's midway in between the 2 grates on the bottom left there. It's kind of confusing if I don't like show you any more than that. But I specifically had to watch his feet, so I knew he was standing exactly where I wanted him. So what happens is this guy, we call him Bruno.
Because of a video by like Naked Eli or something like that?
I don't know. There's a video.
Naked Eli. Some guy calls him Bruno.
So we just started calling him Bruno too. But he only has a chance to stand back up. But he can't hurt you. He's got no arms, no nothing. So he's perfect for this area. So I actually got a little confused. So I just needed him to step forward a tiny bit. That one would have been fine. He would have bumped me. But we just keep restarting here until he gets up.
Another thing to look at while you're trying this bump is they alternate, the circles do. Back there at least. I mean, I don't know if it's everywhere. They alternate with a dot in the center of it.
Yeah, that's
at least with the way you're looking at it, it does.
And it's on the left, there's like a really big like cut in the wall, like right there where the door is.
Right there.
And then on the very bottom, you see there's the grates, and then there's like the up and downs in the grates. So I go to the one before the cut in the wall. So it's like a very specific spot, but he stands on that dot, shoot him. I think this is it.
Yes.
He falls down. If he falls down after 2 shots, he's going to get back up. You face it directly on the wall.
And then do not move.
Do not move. If you're moving, you will fall through the world and the bump won't work. So and
then it just breaks the map. And so I kill that guy so Joel can get a shotgun. I think Joel okay, yeah, so I just said I'll shoot these guys, let's see what happens. Theoretically, if I had grenades, I could run through there, but I won't. So
yeah, he should just run up to the end though and start the cutscene.
Yeah, we'll shave off a few seconds just running up to the cutscene.
A lot happened there all at once, but once you got through the bump, you have to go to the right into that room. There's supposed to be a room there, but it's not loaded. But if you go to the right side, it'll give you a checkpoint and it will load the hallway.
Well, isn't that supposed to be where the grab lift takes us?
I don't know. I don't know where it takes us. That's the room we run into afterwards.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. Is the room where it checkpoints. I think that room when it or like right after it says, "Oh, we're out of the grab lift now," and that's why this works.
Maybe.
And so like that's where the grab lift would take us. Then we walk into that room and we're good.
Because that's the room with the banshees and stuff.
Yeah.
That we run through. But yeah, so what I found here is once you get right there, all these dudes spawn. The first two always throw plasmas, and it's better to just jump through that room because as you saw, everything started exploding. So it's way slower to try and kill them because once you kill anything in there, everything starts exploding and
you just die.
Yeah, you're just dead. Like you cannot get through there, so it's just gonna slow you down. But I found if you just run straight through it, it works just fine.
Yeah, I pick up a shotgun for swagger and shit. Like,
Those guys' guns explode. Grenuns. I was trying to say grenades, guns. Yeah. So now the mission's over. So this mission is way short.
If you get the bump.
If you get the bump. If you don't get the bump, this is like a 30+ minute mission. So you just jump up into these right when they drop and you're good to go.
And you can just like float through walls and shit because your Banshee doesn't actually exist right now. We don't know why.
Yeah.
Like Cortana's still telling us to go down here.
Mm-hmm.
And so
this is not how the mission's supposed to be played at all. Like
No.
you do so many other different things on this mission, but we just skip all of that by bumping through that one wall, and then it's basically just one and done. You're good to go. We saved a lot of time here too.
Yes, we did.
Interestingly enough, it didn't take us that many tries the last time, but for some reason we saved a shitload of time on this one.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not sure why. I guess the bump just takes about 40 seconds. So every try is going to set you back hard.
It takes 40 seconds to set up one time.
One time.
And if Joel messes up and needs to reset, that's another 20 to 30 seconds that he's running back and forth doing stuff. So
if he isn't standing in the right spot, you can just run back and have Bruno follow you out of the corner and back in. Sometimes you need to do that because there's literally no point if you know he's standing in the wrong spot to just like do it. So you have to just chill out and just do it, you know.
Yeah.
It's all luck with Bruno. Sometimes I've gone like 15 to 20 times, no shit, where he has not stood up while I was practicing doing him.
Yeah.
And sometimes he'll stand up, 10 times in a row. So it's just completely random, and it really makes that trick suck. But you do need to practice it because I have basically 100% almost. It's more like 90% of the time he will stand up and be a fucking bro for us.
Yeah, and we have found out that going left into this room
is faster
by however many seconds, but
yeah,
I used to think it didn't matter.
Yeah, it totally
I have been
matters.
informed it does. And in this room, you just kill everything, and then you just run to this little console and hang out by it until Cortana.
And we're spamming our change weapons here to skip
Yeah.
the cutscene immediately so we can get going. The thing is that elite right there that I killed, you have to kill him too, or else the cutscene will not start.
And you can usually miss him every time. Like it's
it's not that hard to miss him.
This room's kind of a clusterfuck.
It's a super clusterfuck.
Running through.
I think
hoping you
left's a
don't die.
little better than right. It's less cramped. So
I've never gone right. So
you run straight through there. I did it the last time we were practicing this, and it was not fun. So yeah, you go straight through there. I thought left. I'm always a left kind of guy.
Crouch down. Yeah.
Crouch doesn't work so well on the consoles.
Yeah, it's not as good.
So right here. Right, I almost passed it. I was like, oh shit, right. Because you go back into this bay where you started at in the, kind of the start of the game. Not exactly, but it's a similar looking thing.
This is the room.
Is it?
Yeah.
It looks different though.
This is the room.
Okay, well that's
Guaranteed.
the room.
Sure.
So there's a rocket launcher right there. I picked the rocket launcher up.
I miss it every time.
It is always there on the left, or it's always been there since we've done it. On the left, kind of wedged into the floor. And it's behind some flood bodies, so maybe that's why you miss it all the time.
Yeah, usually I end up just picking up a shotgun in there.
We picked that up for a reason. We found that going straight, and then you go straight right here. You can actually have these guys, if you watch the segmented run, they have one of these hunters chase them all the way back to this door and go through here. Now, our strat is I wait. Mason was a little slow here.
Yeah, I went the wrong way for a second, and I run over here, grab a rocket launcher, and Joel just walks forward and teleports me.
Yeah, I teleport him. We need the rocket launcher to do these exhaust pipes in this next room here.
And we do have a new route for this part
as well,
that we're working on, and I think it's
faster.
Gonna be like probably 30 seconds faster.
So if you go to the right here, we're straight up to this little the little ramp. But if you go left instead, you come up to a flat wall that you can grenade jump up, and it's slightly faster.
Because the hallway's smaller that we walk through right here.
And you don't have to go as far because you grenade jump up instead of doing the long run.
We also use baby strats here, and I jump on his head just to be safe because those canisters over there have a little lip, those little corners.
You see those little corners? When you hit them, they will super fuck you up.
Yeah, they'll do that little thing where it bumps you up a little bit.
So our strat was have Mason open that one and then run to his side, and then I'll open up this one. but I get to them before he gets to his. So he has to wait. What we learned is that you can only have one of these open at a time. That includes both sides. I thought it was only one side, but it is literally both sides. So if he pushes the button, it will start closing mine immediately. With our different strats, it's a little more varied, where he'll open one, I'll open one. So it goes a little faster. But
like before, when we had run this the first time, I did it where I could alternate it and everything, and
it worked.
Like I was just too slow.
It just depends on
side.
how fast you do the things. It's all
and
right.
Usually Joel's his vents didn't open at the right time.
Right. Like when I would open them, the vents would close, but this time they open right away for some reason, because there's little flaps in there that go up and down and expose the red engine, whatever.
Yeah, the exhaust ports, whatever. And then be very careful in this room. There are grenades and fuel rod guns when you blow them up.
Yeah, you can cause a crazy chain reaction. You probably will. So we found that we're both here most of the time when we do it right. So we just shoot rockets in there. You can just run under the lift.
Yeah, you
and
can
just fly,
it.
and then the lift will come down on top of you. But then you're like in the shit. So we found it easier just to blow up the room.
And then just so we're all aware, you've been warned. From the very beginning of this driving section, I messed the entire thing up.
Yeah, you don't do so well.
I do a really bad job here. We could have probably, gotten second place.
Yeah, we're like a minute off of second place.
And it's really important. You both need to get in the same hog. If you drive different ones, it's not very useful. I get stuck on this for a second.
Yeah, it's like killing us, exploding everywhere. He's like, come on. And he's just like, all right, I guess I'll push this shit out of the way.
Just fuck it, I'm going.
We practiced this one like all day today for a couple hours.
This for probably 45 minutes today. Just this driving section.
It felt good.
This first part for like 20 minutes, the next part for like 20 minutes. We found some other strats we might use. It's
we got some stuff we're cooking with.
Yeah,
we like the idea of trying to do things that you can only do with 2 players.
Yes.
In an efficient kind of manner, because all the runs we've watched, there's like we said, there's only 2 people.
Or 2 teams of people.
2 teams of people on the leaderboards that we've seen, unless there's different sites that have more people running. But so it's like not many people are doing it. So when they do play co-op, they're just running the solo strats 100% of the time. But it feels like there's some cool shit we can do. There's 2 of us, right? There's things that we can do that they can't.
We've already confirmed one thing that's going to be incredible if we can get it.
Yeah, we're looking into it.
And
We're gonna make
it.
We're gonna make a video about it for sure one of these days. Yeah, this is great.
We might just go make the video right after this.
Yeah, it's super fucking cool, and it's gonna help that room go a lot faster. But
and I get stuck here.
You're trying to go through this. This went way worse than I remembered.
Yeah, it was really nothing went well here.
Oh, you tried to go left. You're like, oh fuck, that's clogged. Let's go this way. Let's go that way. Damn, dude.
I think the one thing I might do right here is
Oh, you missed this too. You got a lot better at that.
I did. I'm doing way better at this. But I think the one thing I might do correctly to an extent is the 360 that we have to do at the very end.
Yeah.
Which, I mean,
it's just
yeah.
We'll cross that bridge when we cross it. There, it's like go right, and you just roll over me. Like fuck, dude, and it's done now because I'm not spawned. Like it's done. Like,
yeah, there's nothing. If one of you dies, you're not spawned. You're done.
So we thought of taking 2 things, but it's very specific. I think it's coming up right here. He's gonna load me, and if I take even a fucking dick hairs of a step backwards right here, if I step back at all, it will load him immediately out of his warthog.
You touch your stick at all, you creep back at all.
At just the tiniest little bit, the load will immediately take you. So that's where the problem is. So you could technically run 2 people up to that point, like both hogs, and just take different like routes.
But up until that point, once that point happens, whoever's first is just gonna go forward.
Right, and then there's no way for me to ever get into his warthog without him stopping now. And
I do stop though.
Right, I think you do.
I stop when we go get Foe Hammer.
Okay.
I know that for a fact. Because the run before this was the one that I died, and we have no idea why I didn't come back.
Oh, right. So like right here, I load, he stops, and we just get in there. But that's time wasted, right? So that's not something you want to ideally do.
Yeah.
And we have, so I mean, technically you could do it.
Wait. That was the only time I went down there without any English.
What?
That was the only time I ever made that jump without any English, and I had to go back.
That's fucked up, man. You didn't have to go back. I saying go. He's like, fuck it, I'm stopping. I was like, shit.
Yeah. Anyway.
But we have a strat here at the end that we've been cooking up. When we get there, we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
So that's why we want to stay together. But technically, if you didn't do this thing that we're doing at the end that we're planning on anyway, what you could totally do is run both people in hogs. And once you get to that point where you know the loading is, whoever's behind needs to let go of their controller and not walk backwards. And
or just hold forward.
Yeah, just make sure they don't unload you out of your warthog. And then it's just let you do the rest of the thing. So it's not required to be together, but to do this last thing, it will be.
And if you're not good at this driving part where you go through the shortcuts and, you know, you get lost kind of like some people do.
Yeah.
And you just turn the wrong way. It's really important to know that whichever way you turn to get in there is the way you turn to get out.
Yes.
So I tried to do the 360. I rolled the whole thing.
And then you kill me.
I don't even do that right. The only thing I did right was no English.
Yes. That's hilarious. So on that trick, he's trying to do a 360. And apparently, from what we've been told, that's important because if you do that straight on, you more often than not will nosedive and lose your momentum.
And you will die.
And sometimes you fall so far that it activates the fall timer, so you'll just die, which is awful. So right here, we have a strat where he jumps out and I explode the warthog over the thing for him, and then he jumps in and drives it the rest of the way.
Because this walking point
is really
with
long.
that warthog, the acceleration time is essentially the distance of the warthog, like how long the warthog is.
Yes, it's
then,
way faster. And then you just jump up here, and there it is.
Oh yeah, so it's 134 exactly.
Yeah, look at that. And then minus the load times, of course.
But you stop the time right when the screen turns white and the black bars start coming in because you lose control of Chief, and it's over.
And there it is. But yeah, you can also wedge the warthog through there, which is what a lot of people do. But a lot of people are playing solo on PC, where they can whip the view back and forth really quickly.
Because we can't change our driving
Yeah,
intensity.
in Halo 1 specifically, I think it might have changed in some of the other ones, but Halo 1 specifically, if you change your look sensitivity from the default 3 up to like 10, it does not affect the warthog looking ratio back and forth. Like, it doesn't affect vehicles. So that's what makes driving the warthog so hard in this game, is because you have to look back and forth so slowly. But there it is. There's our run. There's our explanations. I think we explained basically everything you need to know.
And if we didn't, leave a comment. Haha! Look, I did the thing.
You did the fucking thing, you piece of shit. We're gonna keep running this game. We're hoping to beat the world record of like 118 something.
118.38, something like that.
They did it over a year ago, and they made a lot of mistakes.
And they're not using co-op strats.
They aren't using any co-op strats. So there it is.
It'll be fun.
There you go, guys. Hopefully this helps some people. Hopefully it inspires you, even if you don't go for the maximum jumps everywhere, because we skipped a lot of the harder like grenade jumps and things like that. It's still really fun to do. If you got a buddy, go hook it up, play split screen, play online, whatever you want to do. It's a lot of fun to run it. Our first ever run was it was 2 hours and 50 minutes long.
Yes. So we've already shaved off an hour and 20 minutes.
Yes. And then our second run ever, after we practiced all the skips, because we didn't know how to do them, but we practiced it, that cut off like a full hour out of our time, because we did it in 1:58, and then we ran this third one the same day we did our second run, and we cut off another 24 minutes, as you can see there. And we're only like 14 minutes or so off of the world record. So
14 minutes?
I think so.
Yeah.
We're 32 something.
We're 16 minutes from the world record.
Okay.
But
we're like a minute off of second place.
Out, so yeah.
That is. Anyway, super fun, guys. I think that's all we have.
I think that's it. Yeah.
Hopefully you'll be seeing us with faster times than this in the near future.
Yeah, hopefully.
We're just gonna keep practicing it and get more runs under our belt. Like you see, we have 8 because we canceled a couple runs halfway through.
A couple, like 6.
So this is technically our third full run. I have to hit the button again on the thing to change it, but
yeah.
Thanks for watching, guys. It was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you next time. Jamatop.
See ya. My shorts got really short.
So fucking short.